You were not. So the score tournaments work out surprisingly well. We are off and running, by the way. I've got the timer going. Here we go. But quickly, score tournaments work out surprisingly well. They are super duper fun. And it's surprising because you'd think it'd be kind of boring watching people try to get really high scores, but it's not. It's actually amazing. And so last time we had a score tournament.
Seeds?
No, we have a four-way tournament. Oh, same seed.
Ah.
Yes. So we had a situation where somebody set up a leprechaun, because obviously that's really important. And that's one of the hyper parts of the run, is waiting for that leprechaun to release all the gold sort of thing. And we had a situation where someone was doing it on zone 2. They set up the leprechaun, it was perfect, they were releasing all this gold, and right behind the leprechaun trailed a mole eating all the gold that the leprechaun just dropped. It was hilarious. And it was funny too, because he was just outside of the vision until he stopped. So you didn't know what was happening until he stopped and saw that there was just no gold, and then a mole just... It was honestly like a ridiculous amount of gold that the mole ate up. It was so funny.
Please tell me that's saved somewhere on the CoNDOR YouTube channel, anywhere where I can see it.
I'm not positive about that, actually, which is kind of a bummer.
No.
All right, anyways, back to action here. We've got BlueBlimp versus DuneAught. Once again, just as sort of a racer introduction, BlueBlimp is one of our Conduit alumni. He won at Conduit, our second Conduit. And DuneAught is, actually, he's one of our organizers. He has helped out immensely in sort of figuring out the kinds of formats we wanted to go with and that sort of thing. He's helped us out a lot in the past, but he did drop out of that role for the duration of this season because he wanted to race in it. And so we wanted no conflicts of interest. So he is now just a mere racer instead of a helper-outerer. But yeah, he's all-around good dude. So... they are off and running. Now, he is substantially behind at this point. He's about 2 floors back. BlueBlimp, who had a glass whip, has switched it over to a glass spear. Good to get you through the first few zones, but you're gonna wanna ditch that probably before you get into zone 4. Zone 4 is the glass killer, as we say. And a nice pickup of the obsidian cat on Dune's side, so that'll help him go pretty scooty, which is nice.
Ozuma today put an obsidian cat really good use and had a ridiculous time.
I saw that. It was what, 7:30, 7:20, something like that? Maybe better than that? Somewhere in the mid 7 range. Yeah, I was watching the races earlier. You, of course, were doing a wonderful job. Thank you again for doing that. And just as a quick shout out for that, if anybody wants to do one of these, like basically host races, we have a bunch of off-cast races that occur throughout the week because we have 28 or so racers. No, sorry, we have like 52 racers, 26 or so races. And so if you wanted to take part and actually try commentating, you can certainly do that. And we take notice, and if we really enjoy your style and that sort of thing, we'll have you on, and you can do some co-hosting on the actual CoNDOR night, just like Wintherma is right now.
BlueBlimp is switching from glass weapon to glass weapon, getting his hands on a glass flare right now.
Oh, he just swapped it out there. It looks like he bombed the shopkeeper, got himself a heavy plate, a crown of greed, and now he's got the
considering keeping the flail. He switched it around a few times.
Yeah, I don't know about that blood rapier though. It's too little damage getting into the later zones. Like those golems are gonna leave goo everywhere. It's a real problem. He does have a reason. Oh no, actually his lead is about to go away as Dune's about to hop down on the exact same floor. And no weapons found for BlueBlimp as he gets a little bit of bad RNG there. Hey, what's up, Jax? T is here as well. Hello, T. Nice to see ya. Gotta get T co-hosting. Get in here, T. No, she's got bad internets. Fix your internets. You like the blood rapier? I just feel like it's not good for Zone 4. I don't know. I feel like, although glass is also not good, so it's hard to say.
It's the only blood weapon that can potentially deal more than 1 part of damage without any other items improving it.
That's a good point. Yeah, it's the best of the base weapons because you have the 2 damage on the lunge. And usually damage ups are easier to come by, at least now more than they used to be. But with only maybe potentially 1 boss chest remaining, and you usually don't want to do too much shopping, it can be a little bit risky. to rely on something so base. You don't really want a base weapon. I mean, he's going to be going a lot faster than, or sorry, a lot slower than Dune with his 3 damage cat there.
I'm really liking how different these two builds have turned out so far.
Absolutely. You've got the safety build over on BlueBlimp's side where he's got the heals and also the heavy plate. So maybe that's part of the reason you took it, is because he's just going to take like almost no damage. He does, yeah. He has the chicken as well. It's a good point. Whereas Dune... Oh, Dune's getting some really big items right there.
But the scroll of need.
I think, yeah, take the scroll of need and the earthquake scroll just like that. Oh, he's changing his mind like crazy.
He can use the freeze now.
Okay.
He needs to make up his
scroll
mind.
of need and use it. You'll get armor. Then pick up the other 2 scrolls. That's what you have to do. He just left it behind. That seems like a bit of a waste.
Maybe he was afraid of the game.
What are we talking about? Drunk girls? Oh, you're drinking whiskey. I see tea. Okay, fair enough. Might not want you slurring on the mic. Yeah, tanking a hit, that's a good point, Attractor. Tanking a hit with BlueBlimp's build is just fine. So really, this is a pretty hype race right now. And look at that, switching out to an Obsidian Broadsword. Still has the food, so I don't actually mind that switch. Obsidian Broadsword, of course, much better. Gotta be careful of that. Shopkeeper Ghost, nicely handled, though. Now, Dune's got the boots, which is gonna help him out. He's also got a little bit of vision, so he'll be able to see through the walls, know what's coming at him with the circlet. I don't know how comfortable he is with Cat. I feel like not very. And he's having problems with that backpack. He's really got to get himself a better backpack. And the strength charm, the rare strength charm. That thing, I like never see it. Do you ever see that thing around?
Sometimes in a museum.
In a museum? Yeah, it's just sitting in a museum. I'm sure Indiana Jones would be happy about that. He'd be like, strength charm, that belongs in a museum. All right. And nice job killing the, I guess a 4 damage cat's pretty good. You're gonna deal with those golems very quickly.
Pushing is gone meanwhile on Dune's side.
Oh, that's a really good point. How did that happen? I missed it.
Me too.
Okay, that's okay. No problem. So a couple of obsidian weapons on either side. BlueBlimp handling that boss room like a boss, just totally taking out every enemy, no problem.
Blue isn't having any problem with the lack of boots.
Yeah, no, he's handling it really nicely. I think, yeah, 3 damage is reasonable for not having boots because it's only 2 hitting on those golems. So it's when you have base damage that just really sucks with the golems.
Ring of Mana Fireball, woo!
Where? Oh, it's so good. It is so good. Especially like if you have a way of healing, and you just...
They were so close.
Oh man, wrecked it. Yeah, look at this. Both on 4-3, both on their way, and a Ring of Mana freeze spell. Oh my goodness. The combo is there. It's real. He's got the boots, so he can just trounce right along on top of that. Gotta be a little careful. Don't get in there too deep.
Oh.
But there it is. Freeze, nice. And that's gonna allow him to get just ahead of BlueBlimp. So Dune is the first onto the Dead Ringer fight. Oh man, I think we're in store for a really good set of races.
Barely.
That Quake spell,
neither of them. They don't have enough. Neither of them have enough bombs.
That's a good point. Yeah, this is going to be a slow Necrodancer fight for both, and that actually means we're going to see a little bit. We're going to have a little more RNG introduced in that BlueBlimp may be able to catch up just with some bad teleports by what's his face over there, the Necromancer. Dancer, Necro Dancer. What's wrong with me?
It's in the title of the game.
Oh, BlueBlimp. Wait for it. Here it comes.
You have the GIF. Yes.
BlueBlimp gets dunked by Dead Ringer.
I couldn't see that, but I trusted your sound effects.
Yeah, the sound effects were perfectly in time, so there you go. And this is now just Dunes to clean up. He's just got to be a little careful because he has no armor and only 2.5 hearts. So he's got to, I would be using spells as much as possible here, just to make sure.
Even if that didn't happen though, Dune's Earthquake Scroll definitely made a difference, allowed him to completely skip Dead Ringer.
Yeah,
and probably would have gotten there first.
Yep. Oh, this is oh, nice use of the Greater Freeze there, and like that, it's going to be a sub 10 run. Nicely done. Dune takes the first one. Ring of Peace find early for BlueBlimp. What an awesome run.
GG!
All right, I'm just letting Grom know we are ready to go. Grom, of course, stepping in as our guest referee, or according to him in TeamSpeak, guest referee El Stupido. All right, Grom. All right, we're gonna throw down a loot for Dune. Dune gets a loot. Now, I just want to check some stats real quick. So in our first week, it looks like, I want to see what tier racers we've got here. So this is
Blue played against Ratata and won 2-1 last week.
Yes, so both of these guys, yeah, BlueBlimp was Ratata and won 2-1, and Dune was against Tricoden and won 2-1. So these are the tier 2. Tricoden?
Gosh darn it.
Am I saying it wrong?
No, I don't, I said Tricoden the whole time during the...
Tricoden? Oh, I remember, I couldn't figure out how to say it either. I don't know. Tricoden is what I see. It looks like a medicine
part
of some kind.
Of
yeah, seriously.
hosting.
Oh, I know. I say things wrong all the time.
I'm sorry for butchering more names. I swear I'm trying.
Honestly, don't worry about it. I know this is maybe weird. I was just curious where you're from and where that accent is from. I know you probably get that way too much, and I know it's probably annoying, but
yeah.
I'm just curious.
I'm from Switzerland. And
nice.
my accent is Italian.
Really? So are you originally from Italy, or is it just your parents are from Italy?
Neither. Switzerland has 3 main languages. That's German and French and Italian. And depending on which part of Switzerland you're from, you're gonna speak one of them.
Interesting. Okay. Nice. That's cool. I have not been to Switzerland, but right, naturally. I would guess that based on the fact that I speak Italian. I imagine that it reflects, the geography reflects the language that's spoken in that area.
Yes.
It's not like there's just like a bunch of Italians hanging out in the north part of Switzerland or something, but maybe.
Yeah, it's a long story. We're not talk about it.
No, that's cool. It's super interesting. Honestly, for me, European geography is great because I live in Canada and it's super boring here. But we are off and running. BlueBlimp versus Dune. Dune taking the first one in a very awesome race. It was a shame that BlueBlimp died. I really wanted to see how close that was going to be with the Necrodancer fight. Dune obviously didn't really have that quick of a Necrodancer fight. It was several cycles. I think it was about an 8-cycle race or 8-cycle fight. So
you should know that the chat is pleased with your timer management.
Oh, good. Yes. Oh, Inverter, of course. Inverter gives me a hard time whenever I forget it. He is on my case. I need to hire him as like my timerer. Like he needs to push the button. Because yeah, he gives me a hard time if I do not get it right, so.
It's 50 seconds to get to the first boss.
Yeah, that is super fast. Dune is cooking. Now, one thing that was interesting, and I'd like your opinion on it, is he skipped the Blood Longsword. You don't see that.
Yeah, I was about to bring it up.
What do you think?
Well, the throw is important for the very first boss, but you also need a bomb, and he doesn't have one.
Yeah, and actually in this situation, this is the least important boss for a throw. In fact, throwing with this boss could lead to the Walk of Shame. It's pretty much the only time you use a throw is to kill him in the distance. And Dune didn't even need it, so obviously he didn't know that he wasn't getting Coral Riff or something. But I think, because Deep Blues, do people, and he would have been doing the Walk of Shame, wisely not throwing his dagger. So, this may be a naive question, but like, the only real throw strat is Coral Riff. I mean, Deep Blues, people don't really do that in races.
In Deep Blues, it's
super risky.
It's usually, yes, but if you blast down, you're guaranteed to hit them.
That's a good point. Or the
if you position
Holy
yourself
Water.
right.
Yeah, that's
or
correct.
Holy Water, yes.
Oof! Down goes BlueBlimp, getting monkeyed.
Ouch.
Rip. Rip.
Trying to save himself with a bomb, but too late.
Yeah. Now, I wonder if we do have a statistics sheet that we've been trying to keep up to date. I feel like we might not be getting these stats from these races. We might have to review them to put them in. Just because Grom, wanting to make sure he refs properly, didn't want to mess up the stats. Yeah, it looks like that's the case. I think that's okay. I'm going to post the stats sheet, though, so you guys can check out the current stats.
I did already. No!
Rip Dune! Oh, you posted? Oh, my goodness. Well, I better post it again, then. Maybe another time. There we go.
Are you trying to one-up me? Oh, now I'm going to get banned.
Yeah, Dune down. I missed it. Did you catch that at all?
We were busy trying to get as many links in the chat as possible.
Spamming my chat, of course. Yeah, see, that's the problem.
We're good hosts.
Stealing Squaga's suit. Yeah.
I'm just getting so distracted by the first thing.
That's okay. It happens. It's very easy to be distracted while commentating. There's so many things happening all at the same time. And I haven't even been using my sweet replays or my soundboard. I need to get on the ball here. No blood drum risky charm combo for BlueBlimp. Yeah, was there a risk charm? Oh, was that in the blood shop? Yeah, I feel like not too many people use the dagger throw strat for the blood or glass shop as much as they probably should. The blood drum is so useful in these runs. It's one of those things that you don't have to use, so there's no risk. It's kind of like the frog socks. There's no risk to having it, so you might as well, right? If you see them, you get them for free. You might as well pick them up. There was a blood shop with a secret shop. Oh, okay, very cool. The squeaks and the giggles. That's true. And we had the Jamon laugh from last week, which was amazing as well. That dude was so cool. He's such a great co-host. Did you catch any of last week, Gunther? The week one showcase? Like last Friday's races?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was Jamon was our co-host there. Do you remember?
I played in them.
You played in them. Oh, you've been on the thing both times?
Yeah. It was hilarious because you mentioned specifically in the interview with us after the match that you were trying to get everybody to play in the Friday cast at least once, and so we wouldn't be there again. And then the schedule came out, and
oopsie,
Friday again.
My bad. I forget things.
Oh, I'm not complaining.
Oh, and he got Squagasuited. Walk of shame. Dune with that walk of shame. Hilarious. Do I have time for the replay on that? No, I don't. I only have the tail end of his walk of shame there. Oh, is Arachnus here? Oh, good. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I forget things. Arachnus, are you able to keep the stats for the races? Oh, it looks like we are keeping stats. That's wonderful. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I saw that. Of course, I saw that the stats sheet. I posted it in the chat with you.
Yes, of course. Yep.
But I was super impressed at seeing it. I was like, oh my goodness, this is great.
It goes far back. Oh, and it looks like Dune is setting up the Shrine of Sacrifice here. The rare Shrine of Sacrifice. That's awesome.
Oh.
I wonder how many he's got in there so far. I've seen 2.
That
sorry,
Arachnus. Very slow.
I don't... Oh god. I am getting wrecked today. I'm so sorry, guys. The only person who's been happy with my hosting so far is Inverter, which is like the inverse of what normally happens.
Today's opposite day.
Oh, I thought Arachnus you were showing up later. Oh my god. I can't even deal right now. Okay. Let's talk about the race. So BlueBlimp's got a pretty substantial lead right now, and I think that has a lot to do with the poor weapon pickups for Dune. He just tried to get another weapon and wound up with a base cat and then a golden dagger. What is happening? Terrible stuff. This is bad RNG for Dune.
Golden dagger is gonna carry.
Great
gold on the other side.
Did BlueBlimp just pick up? Hold up. Did he just? What did he pick up out of the shop there?
He had the shrine. He had the shrine
darkness. I thought it was when I saw him jump away. I thought it was the ring of might, not darkness. So I was wondering why he was leaving that for the gold ring, but that was not the case. So one thing is Dune's pretty safe.
Go home. You're drunk.
Oh, I am home. That was fast. All right, and there it is, the Sora
If only you could race that fast.
Oh, I know. That was super speedy. Getting home. Oh, I would be so killing that shopkeeper right now. Oh, he wanted to spend his money first, of course. There it is, picking up the freeze and the sunglasses, picking up the obsidian sword. So he's got a great build. Now he just needs to hustle. They both have goo protection. Explorer boots over on BlueBlimp's side, lead boots over on DuneAuht's side. Dune's got the better weapon, but marginally. Actually, no. I would disagree with that because of the throwing.
Yeah.
But he's got the one damage, which means that trapdoors are better. Yep. So if he takes some Zone 3 trapdoors, the +1 damage from the sunglasses is going to really help him out. But we'll see. Enchant weapons? I don't think so.
The what, Elon? The what is saying, Sora?
Yeah, I know. I said it. I know. I knew you were in chat. I wanted to, you know. stuff. Anyway. Yeah, score matches are always seeded. Or people asking, why is this not seeded? We have something for that, actually. I think it's this? We have a command for that. I hope that's
very
the right
often,
command.
I do that too. Like, they kill the shopkeeper, and then the next floor, one of the next floors, so they still check out the shops, they open the doors, and they're like, oops, and walk away. I just saw Dune do that. Open the door and then be like,
after
oh,
murdering
right,
the
I'm a
shopkeep,
murderer.
it's like, yeah. Oh, and that's another thing. Those tricky. Let's get a replay on that real quick. You'll see there's the trickiness of the shopkeeper ghost with the sunglasses on. So prepare to see that right now. You'll see him come in, barely noticeable. Luckily, you've got the sound effects from it. But if you have the game sound down, it actually lowers the sounds that he makes. The music, I mean. It's very bizarre.
Yeah, I was about to mention that. Today I was playing some both, and somebody suggested to me to disable the in-game sounds and only keep the music to stay on beat more easily. And I was like, that's cool, but then I'm afraid of not hearing the shopkeeper and the shopkeeper's ghost. But then I realized it doesn't do that.
No, it's actually game. It's the in-game sound, which is so weird.
Yeah, no, it's music. The shopkeeper's...
That's what I meant, the music. You're right. Ah, my God. I get my...
Because shopkeeper is approaching.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's like a filter on the actual music itself. Yes.
And the what's it called? That mini boss. That's the woman ghost. Yes. Her when she disables the music when you hit her the first time, the sound she makes is a sound effect, and you won't be hearing anything at all if you disable sounds.
Oh man, that's bad. But I mean, it kind of is the way that enemy works, which I kind of like.
So clutch! They're so close!
This is crazy how close they are. So yeah, it looks like Dune has now taken the lead. He's just a little bit ahead. I knew his build was going to be a little stronger. I mean, he can go push a little harder. He's got more health. He's got the armor. He's also got the freeze spell, which he hasn't really utilized, but it is very valuable. It becomes significantly less valuable. What's that, sorry?
They're dealing the same amount of damage, one because of the sunglasses and the other because of the Ring of War.
Yeah, and I think I read today that the Ring of War doesn't actually increase the number of enemies. I want to get a confirmation on that, but I read that in... Yeah, it changes a lot of things.
My whole life has been a lie.
I know, which makes it so much worse for score running as well, because that's the reason to pick it up. I'll have to double check that, but I seem to remember someone saying that in the SRL Necrodancer channel.
Anyways, I want to point out that Dune in the shop picked up lead boots and a blast helm, and he's in a great spot except for the lack of armor. Blue did, yeah.
Oh, Blue. Oh no! And he got clubbed to death. It's all ogre for him. Let's get that
I literally just said he was in a good spot.
You did? That, Winther, is called a commentator curse, and everyone in chat is going to give you a hard time about it, so get ready for that.
As soon as I start commentating these, the curse immediately affects me.
That's right. What's up, Apothecarius?
I was hoping it wouldn't kick in for a few more weeks.
Yeah, hoping you at least got a little bit of a grace period, but no.
Winther with the jinx.
Yep.
Winther, no! They're blaming it on me.
Yeah, you're gonna get it. It's how it works. You have to just live with it. You have to understand that people are gonna blame you for the things the racers do.
What can I do to make it up to you guys?
Nope, there's nothing. You're just going down in people's books. That's just how it works. I'm like in the bottom of people's books at this point because of all of that.
This will be on my tombstone, won't it?
Passed up a chance to meme. I don't know what chance that was. Oh, I didn't pass up the chance. I totally said it's all ogre now. Anyways, a little bit of a longer run there, but GG. Yeah, I guess he had a 3-minute death. Dune did, but that's another win for Dune, and that's another unfortunate death for Blue there. All right. And we'll get Grom starting up the next third and final race. After this race, we have another set. It is Ray versus Maru. Yoke. I don't know how to pronounce it either.
Tiber said that. Oh, sorry.
What's that?
Tiber said that the seed B, just the letter B, has Ring of War in 1-1 if you want to test the
that would be good to test.
monster spawn.
because that was definitely originally the plan, was to have it so that there's a +1 enemy per room in the crypt if you pick up a Ring of War. And then the Ring of Peace is the opposite, -1. All right. Okay, so they're gonna get things started in just a second.
I'm filling myself with coffee in the meantime.
With what in the meantime? Popcorn?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Popcorn won't keep me awake.
No, that's a good point. Yeah, I guess it's getting late over there. And Steak is actually going to be our next co-host. And, well, I mean, you have to race as well, so I imagine it's a little sketchy.
I'll survive.
It changed, never mind, it was only for Dove. Did anyone say anything about it? Like, has anyone tested it? Oh yeah, we've only had 2 races so far out of, I guess, 18. So we got lots of races. We also have a halftime show planned. I really hope we get to it, so we want to keep things moving here. Okay, they were chatting apparently for a sec just to cool things down. That's cool, according to Grom. So we obviously let our racers do pretty much what they want. We don't want them to feel uncomfortable or anything like that. If they want to take a break, we will allow them. That's totally fine. We're not going to be pushy. So, yeah, that might have been what was going on there. And that's all good.
I'll allow it.
I'll allow it. Yes. So here we go. We are off and running.
Stream, lag behind. No, I want to see.
That trap there. So if you got a dragon, you can use those traps, and he'll pop you out of it, which is kind of.
Oh, that's convenient.
Actually, yeah, that's a very nice position for that bomb. And of course, he's got the heal right away afterwards as well, so he can pick up 2 weapons if he wants. Obviously, having to put one down.
What would you do in that situation?
Yeah, I like
spear
that.
or obsidian flail, because
Titanium
the flail is
spear.
gonna be useful in
throw strats. Flail isn't good late game. I think titanium spear is the way to go. Wow,
true,
that was close.
It helps in the trapdoors, and if you're right at the beginning, you could consider it.
Yeah, but I think a 2 damage spear is also really good for trapdoors. I think it's mostly comparable, but keeping the throw strats is pretty important. We got ourselves a phasing run over on the other side. Needs a torch. Finds a Ring of Peace, but opts not to take it. Fair enough. Or a Shrine of Peace, turning it into a Ring of Peace if he wanted, by bombing it. I would keep the titanium spear again because it's so easy to get +1 damage. 3 damage spear is super strong. So, what a wacky build there on BlueBlimp's side. Having the glass glass shovel is a rare thing to see on its own. I find usually it's coming through a glass shrine. Glass shrine, yeah. All right, killing all of the heavy duty pieces, and now probably gonna find. Oh, is he not gonna go for a torch? I would have so gone for a torch. Now he has a glass weapon and phasing and no torch. Things are a little sketchy over on BlueBlimp's side for sure. The Dranglin. I know, there's a nice Drangle by Dune there, getting the cheese. Good job, Dune. That cheese grab.
Oh gosh. Oh, I'm afraid to look away from Blue's screen for 1 second because he's down to 1 heart.
Well, keep your eyes peeled on his then. I'll let you know. Dune just completed his Coral Rift fight. It was slow. He didn't do the throw strats because he didn't have any bombs. Finds an enchant weapon scroll and uses it and gets a blood spear out of it. Ouch. I'm gonna curse him again. I didn't curse the first time. I'm keeping this real. It wasn't me. It was all Winther. So.
What?
You were the one who gave the curse, not me.
I think you gave it to me. I think it's contagious.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the original cursor, and that was a massive amount of damage to Dune, but of course now he's got infinite damage with his spear, so maybe that's what he meant to do all along. Somehow
he's not healing, so... Well, he's using the infinite damage right now to his advantage.
And the synchronized swimming armadillos there, all kind of in a fancy little pattern. I liked it. BlueBlimp now has a torch.
Chat is blaming you, Elad.
Oh, I know. Blame Elad is a classic situation. I'm used to it. Ham! There it is. Finding some ham, that's clutch. Now he's gonna need to improve his weapon. That scroll was a bit of a risk. I think using the enchant scroll, in my head I was like, no, that'd be awesome. Totally use that enchant scroll, because just think of the great items you get out of it. But I mean, he had a titanium spear. Dune, what are you doing? Aw, Dune. What
Did you not notice it was big?
Yeah,
it was
that was
a
bad.
Giant
he needed to lay one more hit on that
height.
skeleton. There's the replay there. And yeah, he tried to go for 3 hits, but he moves every 2 beats, Dune. So that's a bummer. Down he goes, and so now this is BlueBlimp's to win. He can maybe take a game off of Dune and send it a 2-1.
If he's watching, he should slow down a ton right now, because it's 2 zones ahead. No reason to even hang on that ring anymore.
Yeah, at this point I feel like our racers should all watch. It's definitely better to watch than to not watch, and I'd be very surprised if there are people who don't use that strategy. The only strategy that might even be arguably better than that is to have a co-pilot. I've wanted to see people who've used co-pilots. I think that's even better, because you don't even have to take your eyes off the screen, and it's certainly not illegal.
Well, I don't think anyone doesn't want to keep track of their player. It's just that their internet may not allow them to.
That's a good point. Which is all the more reason to have a co-pilot. It's like rally driving, guys. You get your co-pilot, he's all like, hairpin left! Dune went down! That sort of stuff.
Secure your seatbelt, wear your helmet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so what I'm saying by co-pilot is basically somebody who watches the stream of the person you're racing against and is on a TeamSpeak with you or something. Or a Skype. Is everything okay? I missed that. What was happening? Just the scoot strats for BlueBlimp Day?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Just spamming the bombs, all the bombs, until it was left with one, just trying to get out of that.
Amazing.
It was like, it's running out, it's running out, it's running out. My hands in my hair.
Awesome. But yeah, so the co-pilot thing would be basically, so somebody would tell you where your opponent is, or if they died, or any of that kind, if anything interesting happens, which I think is better than having to look at their screen and try and decipher what's going on. But I'm not sure if anyone uses that yet.
I'm disappointed.
Who? Glassjaw?
Blue got one from found one in the boss chest, but left it behind.
Oh, okay.
He's surrounded by spiders.
Oh, that sucks. Spiders are the worst with the phasing.
Oh, nice. I wouldn't
really nicely handled. It just
I wouldn't even have thought about it. I would just bomb my way out of that. But it does suck time.
Dagger, though, that's a one-shot on... Well, not a one-shot. He needs to use War Drum, but he's got it, and that'll be a one-shot on the... on Deadringer. Well, a one damage.
Earlier when Dune got the enchant scroll, you were talking a little bit about it.
Yes.
I don't think it's worth using it on anything other than a dagger outside of emergency situations, just because a dagger has so many more variants that can potentially give you something good, like the frost,
Yeah, but I think it's worth using if you have only a base of any weapon, really. I think that.
Yeah, but you risk getting glass. Depending on where you are, it could be a problem. Or
could
how
be
comfortable you are with it.
Yeah, that's true. BlueBlimp using his blast helm with great effect, blowing up against pretty much everything.
You're going decently fast trying to catch up. Miner's Cap, allowing you to just speed through the level, destroy everything it comes across, and the Ring of Courage.
Yeah, it's certainly going to allow him to go real fast.
Fine.
And he is gaining ground. He's been moving through these levels a lot faster than BlueBlimp has, but that might be by design. BlueBlimp might be trying to slow down a little bit, but I really don't see that. I think BlueBlimp is just getting trolled by a lot of these horrible enemies. Trying to get some health there with his Holy Water, handles it, nicely done, gets to pick up his War Drum. And yeah, Dune trying to go as fast as possible. I mean, he's got the push broom right now, which is a pretty nice combo. He's got the courage plus the broadsword. So
yeah,
he's gonna be pushing through enemies.
To see him play right now.
Yeah, this is good.
Just going, just speeding. Oh!
I'm pretty sure he's also gotten the plate mail every single run. Because he's got it again, and he's been getting it every single run. Oh, it's putting in work, that
Holy
courage.
cow!
Yeah, look at this. He's already coming up to zone 4.
Minutes.
Winther likes glass, so now your tops are DJ, Steak, and Winther. All right, that's fine. I don't mind.
What?
Apparently you're on Shiny's top list now because you like glass. Dune just plowing through. Did take some damage though, so loses the flawless. I think Blue's still probably fine, but Blue just needs to make sure to actually finish here.
This is exciting. Like, oh, never
Dune
mind that.
Down. Sorry, what were you gonna say about Dune?
I was saying that it was exciting. He was going so fast while Blue was getting stuck.
Oh, he just got full surrounded. He actually could have gone down in that situation, but he didn't.
It was an awesome catch up.
That was amazing. He almost caught up entirely, which was great.
I am. That hurts me more than it hurts Dunes.
Yeah, that was really rough.
Winter run killer, Ma. I'm just gonna talk bad about all the runs I'm seeing, like only point out the negative points.
That's a good idea.
To avoid
you can be the bad cop, I'll be the good cop. It'll work out.
I mean, yeah, sure, Blue is the Necrodancer fight using phasing to get to the loot, but I mean, it's gonna be an over 10 minutes long run. What is this?
That's true, but he is gonna get
elementary
1 point
Necrodancer school
in a situation where he was looking at possibly getting 3 out. So I think he's doing a wonderful job right now.
Don't do that! You're gonna curse it.
No, I'm the good cop. You're the bad cop.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah.
That was a real shame. Dune had such a nice run going there. I really wish he didn't die. It would have been nice to see him push and see how close it would have been.
Yeah, that would have been very
nice. Just like
nice.
that, we are done.